All right, welcome back to the Liesse Show. And our phone lines are open as we kick off the third hour of the program for your pet-related questions. Taking them on our text line and also on the phone line, so 514-790-0800, because as summer approaches, really important to keep our furry friends safe and healthy. Today, we're joined by a local veterinarian to answer your pet-related questions. Our pleasure to welcome Dr. Sophia Skoulikas into our studios, veterinarian in general practice at the Liesse Animal Clinic in Dorval. Dr. Skoulikas, can I call you Sophia?
Yes, you can.
Wonderful, Sophia. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So we already have questions already lined up. So we're going to go to our callers straight off the bat and try and answer as many questions as possible over the next little while that we have. We're going to go to Michael. Michael, it says here you've got a dog. Tell us what your concern is, what your question is about your dog.
Okay, it's a medium-sized dog. Yeah, the breed is a mix of some kind. There's a bit of husky in him somewhere. Examining him just the other day, there was about a dime-sized lump below his anus. And I'm just wondering, is there a gland there or is there something going on? What might that be?
Yes, so when you're saying below the anus, is it kind of like if you're looking at a clock, is it like near 4 o'clock?
It's like 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock, so the other side. Yeah, so dogs have anal glands, so that is actually the location of the left anal gland. And if you do notice that there is a lump or a bump, that could mean that your dog's anal gland might be impacted. So it's super important to either see a veterinary technician or a veterinarian to see if they can express that gland. So sometimes what happens when the gland is impacted, we can't even express it, meaning that there's an infection brewing, and then your dog would need antibiotics. And if we don't treat that, sometimes what happens is that infection just festers and eventually that bump ruptures and there's a fistula or ulcerations, and it could be pretty painful for your dog.
Can you squeeze that yourself to force the opening or something?
I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you don't have experience with it, because if you do squeeze it, you might cause a rupture, and it could be quite painful. So the anal gland ducts are located kind of like inside the anal opening. So if you do squeeze it and you block that opening as well, if you just kind of want to express those glands, it could rupture and it could cause pain and other complications.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael, for the call. We're off to the races here. Already starting with the anal glands. That's as we like to start off here on these segments. Let's go to Sonia on the line. Hi, Sonia. You got a question about Pippi Longstocking? Is that the name of your dog?
Longstocking.
Tell me more.
She is. And my former dog's name was Sophia Bingo Rains. Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sophia died as a result of a spay. She got septicemia and she died. So I had to start all over again. And now I've got a border collie. She just went for a spay last week. And I wish I had got the call because she also, one of her baby teeth in the back, I believe, the technician showed me a photo, but in the back, one of her baby teeth didn't fall out. So now she's got double teeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that happen? Double teeth?
Yes, that could
does.
happen.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So sometimes when the adult tooth comes out, it is not pushing out the baby teeth, either because the baby tooth wasn't positioned properly or maybe the adult tooth wasn't positioned properly, but sometimes that tooth remains. And it could cause an abscess if it stays there. So very important to remove those teeth.
Okay, but because she just had her spay on the 8th of May, how long do I have to wait?
Usually we want to wait until they're fully recovered. So we say about anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks, we can undergo another anesthesia again. You just want to make sure that she, her spay is going well, incision is healing well, she's not having any effects from the previous anesthesia, and then you can speak with your veterinarian and see if she's healthy enough to undergo another anesthesia in such a short amount of time.
All right, Sonia?
Yes, thank you very much for your help. I appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome.
Great. Thank
Okay,
you
have a
so
good
much.
week ahead. Bye-bye.
You too, Sonia. Thank you so much. We're taking your questions here at 514-790-0800. Your pet-related questions with Dr. Sophia Skoulikas, veterinarian from the Liesse Animal Clinic in Dorval. Back to our phone lines here at 514-790-0800. Billy is on the line. Billy, you've got a question about dogs. What's your question?
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for taking my call. My dog's name is Katie. She's a Bouvier de Flandre. She's my third Bouvier, so this is going on almost 35, 36 years. I have a dog food question. I've been hearing so much controversy over raw food, not raw food, kibbles, good kibbles, not kibbles. I'm going crazy trying to figure out which is the best choice. My first two dogs grew up on Alpo, lived to be 15 years old, healthy, never problems. This one, we started, the raw food, and because Alpo had too many byproducts. What is your opinion on a great dog food that the dog will like and eat?
Oh, so
What
this is a good one.
This is a contentious one. And I even when I had a dog, and that's 5 years, but I know this was such a big thing. What's the right food? Because everyone just wants to make sure they're doing the best by their dog.
Exactly. And it really depends, right? It depends on each individual, each dog, just like with us. There's certain things that is good for one person and not great for another person. So if we're like looking at, raw food, for sure there's things to consider. I'm not 100% against raw food. It's just that, you really want to consider that there is bacteria, there could be parasites in those foods. If you are living with anyone that's immunocompromised or young children, that increases the risk of, contaminating them and getting them ill. There is also, for me, I find the best for a dog is home cooked, just like with us. Home cooked meals are great. And the only thing is
When you say home cooked, okay,
yeah.
do you mean like whatever you make yourself, you also give to your dog? Or you're making entirely separate meals?
You're making separate meals because their nutrition, what they need in their nutrition is different from our own. So usually when people are home cooking, they will supplement with vitamins just to make sure that they have everything that the animal needs. But home cooked is the best, but it is time consuming and it is expensive.
It's probably not an option for most people.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, if you were to tell me, Elias, you can have a dog again, but you have to have home cooked meals. I'd be like, okay,
no.
I guess I'm not getting a dog, right? So, and I wonder, Billy, if that's part of your equation as well, because you've got to balance all of these concerns on that.
It's not. So we discussed with our vet home cooked meal, like when we have chicken and corn and whatnot, and just to put some leftovers in the plate. And she said, yes, that would be great as long as it doesn't make up more than 10% of her diet. If it does, we have to supplement with this, dog supplemental powder, something like you get at the vet's, a little bottle there for $60. But it's just finding a recipe where no supplements are needed. I don't mind cooking and freezing for the dog. I don't mind cooking up a storm and freezing 30 days worth of food for the dog. I just can't find the proper recipe. She loved her raw food, but the bacteria was causing her tooth to decay rapidly, and she's had a couple teeth extracted over the last 4 years, whatever the case is. So it's causing a bit of a problem. Now we're disinfecting and brushing the teeth. But I'm looking for a steadfast recipe that I know she'll eat and it's good for her. Simple as that, you know? Because we try, even the Royal Canin that the vet sold me a bag for $150. When I look at the ingredients, there's no difference than Alpo. It's chicken byproducts, wheat, corn, it's the same product as Alpo, but 3 times the price.
Yeah. So the difference with that is that it's, verified by nutritionists. It's made in labs and everything. So that's why it's, a lot more expensive. There's a lot more research behind the Royal Canine.
Alpo doesn't have nutritionists on stock. They've been around for 100 years, Alpo and Purina.
Yeah, so for sure, there's many food brands, and if they do qualify under the AFCO brand, which means that they are, they have quality control in place, and they do have nutritionists, and for sure. I'm not very familiar with that brand, but if they do have the AFCO approval, then I'm sure it's a great brand. But it goes to say that all kibble is processed. So even if it is a great food, it is processed. So it could be amazing for your animal to stay on that food. But at the end, it is processed, right? So that's why we I think that home cooked meals are the best, but you absolutely have to supplement it with vitamins.
Billy, hope we put you on the right path there. Thanks very much for your call. Let me try and scooch over to one more caller on this half, and we'll keep this going, by the way. Let me go to Christina. You got a question here, also about a dog. Christina, what's your question?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. What's your question?
So the question is, my dog was exposed to a tick, and her C6 level is 60. Does that mean that she has Lyme?
Her what level?
The C6.
Oh, her C6 levels are at 60?
60.
So off by heart, I do not know the reference values. So for sure, you'd have to basically check with the laboratory you sent.
Above 30, it's not good.
Yeah. So then that definitely could indicate that your dog is ill.
So it's Lyme disease.
Yes.
Okay. And I was told that the weight, the urine test was clear, and check in 6 months, whether. So I'm wondering, how long should I wait? As for symptoms, I don't really see, hardly, so I'm not sure.
So when was the blood test done and the urine analysis done?
Yes.
How long ago was that done?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Yeah. So 100%, I would recheck the urine at least a month later, just to make sure there's no protein in the urine.
Yeah.
We really want to be very very on the ball with that proteinuria, because it could damage the kidneys. So if we do get it or see it early enough, then at least we could put treatment in place early enough.
What is treatment for Lyme disease?
Antibiotics.
And I imagine a lot.
Yes, for a month.
For 1 month?
Yeah.
Daily?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
check the urine. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Christina. Appreciate the question. Just on that, on Lyme disease and ticks, right? Even if you've got an urban dog, and maybe your dog is just a city dog, will just be in the city, do you have to be concerned about ticks, Lyme disease? What are you seeing right now?
You definitely do. So even if you're going to parks, wooded areas, you need to be careful for these ticks, especially if parks. Like if you're just walking your dog on the sidewalk downtown Montreal, I don't think that there's a big concern. But if you are going in parks, then for sure you need to be careful and need to have preventatives.
What's the preventative that you're suggesting now? What's the one that you gravitate towards?
So anything with the newer class of drugs like Florilaner, so anything with like Simparica, NexGard, Bravecto, those ones are the newer class of medication.
And that's something that's ingested.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
It's ingested. There is one that is topical as well. So, and for cats, there is topical versions too, which is a lot easier because cats are more difficult.
Yes, we all know that.
But even if you're in the city and your cat does go outside, for sure a cat needs to be protected because we don't know where they go.
We're taking your pet-related questions. So many dog questions. Hey, cat lovers out there, if you've got a question for Dr. Sophia Skoulikas, veterinarian in general practice at the Liesse Animal Clinic, now is your chance. Let's go back to our phone lines here. And we've got Kathy in Roxborough. Kathy, what's your question?
Hi, yes. I have an 11-year-old Shetland. I also have 2 other dogs here. And yesterday, being so hot, they were running around in the backyard. And then my Shetland, she calmed down, and then she got up, and she had kind of like a seizure where she ran on her back, and her legs started moving, and then she was not convulsing, but contracting near her stomach. So I called a few hospitals, and they couldn't take her. So I don't know. But when we were driving to the DVM, she seemed to perk up, and she seems to be fine now, and she's eating. I just don't know what happened. I don't think it was a heat stroke because I checked her mouth. Her mouth was fine. So I have no clue.
Yeah, no, for sure. That could be really, really stressful when you see your dog going through that, 100%. So it could really be anything. I don't think it was hot enough either yesterday for your dog to have a heat stroke. But it is important to get that checked up. So if she was really active, is her heart okay? Did we think it was
well, actually, she has a vet appointment tomorrow, her annual checkup.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't go to the DVM. We ended up turning around and coming home because she seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
But
So
I'll have her checked.
exactly, your vet could check the heart. They will take bloods just to make sure there's nothing, no toxicity involved.
And right now, she seems fine, Kathy. Right
She
now.
seems fine. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you just heard them barking. I have 3 dogs here, so mailman came.
Okay. So, Sophia, that's a better sign that at least
Exactly.
the dog seems fine right now.
She's
Exactly.
eating, she's drinking,
Perfect.
she's playing with the other 2 dogs. I have a 5.5-old month puppy border collie, and I have a 6-year-old another border collie. So they're all playing, but this heat came on so suddenly. But I know heat stroke. I know what it looks like because I've had dogs who have heat stroke, and she didn't have those kind of signs. So that's, like you said, I'm thinking it's either the heart or like she's 11. So
Yeah.
but
Okay.
she's not overweight either, so I don't know. And then nobody could take me, only the DVM. But like I said, we didn't make it there because she turned out to be
Yeah.
fine.
Well, it's not an emergency right now, especially if she's doing well.
So, Kathy,
good.
hang tight for that vet appointment tomorrow. Thanks so much for your call.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kathy in Roxborough there. Let me go to Lana on the line. Hi, Lana.
Hi.
What's
I
your
had
question?
a question for my dog who's 3 years old. Normally she eats like crazy, and lately when I feed her in the morning, she doesn't want her food. And I know some dogs do get bored of their food. I just didn't know if I should do the tough love thing and give her food, and if she doesn't eat it, take it away. And then she ends up eating later in the day. I just want to know, should I, sort of force her to eat the food that she has, or is it okay to change it up?
It is okay to change it up if you'd like to. It's just important to do so gradually. We don't want to do a quick change just because it could cause some GI issues, gastrointestinal issues like vomiting or diarrhea. So it is okay to change the food. But if it's really like a sudden onset that your dog stops eating breakfast, then there could be maybe something else going on, like indigestion. Maybe she wakes up not feeling so well. So it would be a good idea to bring that up at your next visit. I don't think it's urgent, but you could for sure try changing the food at first. But if the behavior persists, then definitely consult with your veterinarian because there might be something underlying as well.
Okay. And then one other last quick question. If I just change the flavor of the food, do I also have to do that gradually? If it's the same brand, but instead of chicken, I give her salmon?
It's a good question. I think it's definitely worth doing it gradually, no matter what, because they might have some sort of intolerance. Their intestines are not used to processing that protein. So it's always important to take your time switching.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lana. Yeah, because no matter what, switching from chicken to salmon is a difference right there.
Exactly.
Okay, let's keep this going here. I've got, you know what? I'm going to give a priority here to the cat question because we got Eva on the line, who's a cat owner. And Eva, it says here you got a question about a peculiar diet of your cat. Tell us more. Eva, are you there? Do we have Eva or Eva?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, go ahead.
I got this kitten. She's 7. And when I got her, she was so thin, and I took her to the vet because I bought all kind of cat food. She would not touch it at all. Not touch it at all. She would smell it and just shake. So when I took her to the vet told me to give her chicken. And that's what she's been living on. But she still does eat dry food when I'm away. So I was wondering if she's nice and slim, and she's really, really good. So I was wondering if that's,
Yeah, if she's not underweight and she is...
No, she's not.
Okay, good. And she's eating kibble as well during the day?
Yeah, she's eating the Royal Canin.
Then that's perfectly fine. Like, cats are carnivores, and if she likes her chicken, give her chicken.
Oh, yeah, she just loves it. She does. She does.
I'm
very sorry she does. I don't know, because the woman, when I got her, she said she did feed her everything, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because she was not even 2 months old, and she was so thin.
Oh, wow. Well,
yeah, so
thanks for taking her in and taking care of her.
Oh, well, no, I love her.
Oh, that's very nice. Eva, thank you very much for the call. And I want to come over a chicken dinner as well. My goodness, sounds fantastic.
Right?
Let me go to Sharon here. Sharon, what's your question? Quickly.
I have 2 quick questions. I'm about to acquire a new puppy, and I kind of live in the country, and I'm wondering if I can give a 8-week-old puppy flea and tick medication.
Yes, you can.
goody.
Yep. Yes, you can.
Don't like taking the ticks out.
Yes, exactly. So they are labeled for, well, not all of them, but some of them are labeled for younger animals. So for sure, when you bring your dog in for their first vaccines, they'll give you everything for deworming.
Awesome. Okay, my next question is why I'm acquiring a male dog, a male golden retriever, and I'm wondering why I need to wait until he's a year to have him neutered.
So we do want to wait for him to reach sexual maturity, and golden retrievers, you could even wait even longer than a year because the testosterone has been shown to play a very significant role in protecting the joints, helping him, have stronger joints, reducing the amount of ligament tears. It's also shown to protect against certain cancers the longer we wait to neuter an animal. Yep. So
has that been a change in recent years, that thinking?
Yes, it is, especially in female dogs. We used to spay them before their first heat, but now we have more studies that show that it's actually better to wait after the first or second heat in order to spay them.
Wow. Okay. Sharon, good luck with the golden retriever. Sounds beautiful.
Good luck.
Send us photos, Sharon.
Thanks. I'm going to need it. Yeah, okay.
All right. That's Sharon there. Listen, we still have callers that want to get on, but we are out of time. You've been so generous with your time, a half hour with us this morning. I want to thank you so much for coming on.
You're very welcome.
Come back. Let's do this again whenever, as your schedule allows, okay?
Awesome. Great.
Dr. Sophia Skoulikas, if you're looking for a veterinarian, she's in general practice at the Liesse Animal Clinic in Dorval.